Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to pick off where we left off last time, working on our app design. And this time we're going to make it so that the user is able to enter input. So the first 50 or so lines of code are going to be the same as last time. Import tkinter, create a window, specify the size of the window. Now we're giving it a title. Our title this time is going to be Penguin Classifier. And we've created a frame for the header, a frame for the, and then we put a label for the header. And then we made a frame for the center and a frame for the bottom. And this is all basically the same thing as last time with like a couple of very minor changes. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create fields for the user to enter input. And to do this, we're going to create 3 frames, frame main 1, frame main 2, and frame main 3. And frame main 1 is going to be a TK frame object, and it's going to be inside of the frame center, and it's going to have border width 2. Similarly for frame 2 and for frame 3. And then var1 label is going to be a tk.label, which is going to go inside of frame main 1, and it's going to say island. And then var2 is going to be inside of frame main 2, and same thing with var label 3. Now, in order to get these appear, we could use pack, but instead, so we could use grid. But this time instead we are going to use pack, which pack automatically places everything directly next to each other. So when we run pack, we're going to get our first version of this, where we've packed all of these things. We've set the side equal to the left. And now we get something that looks nice. We've got an island, a body mass, and a Kalman length. And you'll notice we kind of have this hierarchical structure where the labels are inside the frames, which are inside of other frames, which are inside of the windows. The next thing we want to do is to be able to make it so that the user can enter input. Oh, and first we're actually going to go ahead and write a frame for it to display the answer as well. But we're not going to display that yet. And since we haven't given a label to the answer yet, it just appears as a nice little black dot. So now to let the user actually enter an input, we're going to have to deal with tkinter variables, which due to some technical things about the implementation are actually a little bit different than standard Python variables. So what we're going to do is we're going to say var1 is a tk.stringvar, which is the type of strings that you can use with tkinter. And then we're going to make our var1 entry to be an option menu, which is going to be like a drop-down menu. And we're going to put it in frame main 1. We're going to associate the entry with the variable var1, and we're going to give 3 options: Torgerson, Bisco, and Dream. Then we're going to pack it again. And then we're going to do the same thing with string var2 and string var3, except rather than being drop-down menus, they're going to be tk.entry, so the user will just be able to enter things to them. So we do this, and I can click on this thing, and I can select Torgerson, or I can select Bisco. Here I can type in 50. Here I can type in 100. It doesn't do anything with this information yet, but it does let us enter input. And the last thing we're going to do in this video is we are going to populate the answer. So we're going to say answer label is going to be a TK label inside of the answer frame, frame answer. And for now, we're just going to repeat the name of the island. In the next video, we're going to learn how to do something a little bit more exciting. but we're going to display this on the bottom. And then up pops our nice little thing. So far, there's nothing in it. But if we set the island equal to Bisco, we see that this will sync here. So in a future video, we're going to let this actually be our classifier, where it's going to guess Adelie or Gentoo or Trinstrap based on data. But that is it for a future video. So that's where we're going to stop this time. I will see you again later.